メジャーリーグドジャースの大谷翔平選手は、日本時間21日、本拠地で行われたブルワーズ戦に2番指名打者で先発出場し、第2打席で2試合連続となる第34号ホームランを放ちました。カウント2-0からの3球目、真ん中低めのボールを完璧に捉えると、打球はレフト方向へ一直線。打球速度は 108.7 マイル、約 174.9 キロ。飛距離は378フィート、約 115.2 メートルを記録し、弾丸ライナーでスタンドに突き刺さる見事な一発となりました。中継を担当したカリフォルニア州の地元局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスは、このホームランに大興奮。実況のジョー・デイビス氏は、
逆方向へのミサイル、これで2試合連続だ。
と熱く叫び、解説を務めた元ドジャース投手のオーレル・ハーシュハイザー氏は、
彼の打球はあまりに強烈で、サイドスピンですらホームランになる。
と驚きのコメントを残しました。この時の中継映像を、日本語字幕付きでお届けします。
But now in Game 3, things do look a little bit different with Dave Roberts' lineup for this final game of the series. So for the first time this season, Shohei Ohtani is not batting leadoff. Mookie Betts will step in as batting first and playing shortstop, followed by Ohtani, then Teoscar Hernandez. Things look a little different. Tell me, what do you like?
I like it. First of all, Mookie Betts, historically, he has been an elite leadoff hitter. Remember last year, he started the season as our leadoff hitter, so Mookie Betts is back at the top. I like Shohei Ohtani hitting second, especially with his power. Hopefully Mookie Betts is on base 3 or 4 times today to score some runs, and hitting third, Teoscar Hernandez, and then Freddie Freeman. I love this lineup, good defensive lineup, and hopefully this lineup provides a lot of runs.
Something we've seen before here in Dodger Blue with Mookie and then Shohei Ohtani. But earlier, Dave Roberts shared with the media why he ultimately decided to go with this decision and how long we could be seeing this moving forward.
I just kind of came to a point in, looking at how things are going, where Mookie's at emotionally, mechanics-wise, kind of all in totality. And I felt that, giving him a different look in the lineup, hitting him at the top, something he's obviously been accustomed to throughout his career, will put him in a mindset of just to get on base. And I think that just trying to take good at-bats, set the table for Shohei and the guys behind him. And I don't know how long this is going to be. Certainly I'll do it until Max gets back, and then we'll kind of reevaluate from there. But verse left, verse right, for the time being, I'm going to hit Mookie at the top and just kind of, again, hopefully it sort of lends itself to the mindset of just get on base and, build innings.
Sometimes as a leadoff hitter, you don't have time to worry about your swing because your job is to get on base. Hey, I got to make sure I ignite this lineup, get on base for Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, so you don't have time to worry about other things. And I think sometimes Mookie Betts gets sometimes in his head saying, okay, my hands don't feel right, my swing needs to be better. You don't have time to think about that as a leadoff hitter. Your job is to get on base, and hopefully a guy like Ohtani can thrive in that in that second hole after Mookie being a leadoff hitter, and hopefully he gets RBI opportunities because we know he has light tower power. I love the combination, Mookie and Shohei, 1-2.
Yeah, and also it allows for when Shohei Ohtani, since he has now returned to pitching, gives him a little bit of a breather before he has to get ready to bat after he's taken the mound, guys.
Now that Shohei Ohtani is back on that mound, he's not going to be as aggressive as far as stealing bases. So why not get him off that leadoff spot, hit him second, get him some RBI opportunities, provide protection for a guy like a Mookie Betts who's used to leading off, is very comfortable leading off. So I think it's a great chance now to get Mookie Betts going and really ignite this offense.
Place. Little step after little step, trying to climb out of this deep hole, the deepest hole that he's found himself in his decade plus in the big leagues.
I'll tell you where he's going to hit in the order tomorrow. I think this just secured it. And especially if Shohei all of a sudden gets a hit in this position in the order.
Struck out on 3 pitches himself the first time against Quintana. One of the questions Mookie took when he was talking to reporters was, do you think hitting in front of Ohtani is going to get you some more pitches? And he said, well, it's not a whole lot different than hitting in front of Freddie. So, no.
Yeah, he pretty much pinned it on himself. Talking about also the different cues and feelings that he had used over the course of his career and how he's trying to mimic those and use those, but they're not working. And so he's putting it on himself to find a new way to prepare for the games.
Ohtani drives one the other way, headed back towards the wall, and gone! Opposite field missile from Shohei Ohtani. He's gone deep the other way, back-to-back games. Number 34, 3-0.
Last night's home run tied for his longest of the season at 448 feet. This one to the opposite field. A little shorter, but still counts. Well done. He hits it so hard, even the ball with side spin gets out of here.
Well, we've told the story a few times before, but learned to hit it the other way because there was a river beyond the right field wall at his Little League field as a kid, and they were running out of balls. They said, son, you got to stop pulling home runs. And he said, okay, I'll just hit him where there isn't a river, which is to the left. He hits him over there like a right-handed pull hitter. The one that he hit yesterday, 448 feet. 2 feet shy of the longest home run in the park this season. Only James Wood of the Nationals hit one farther by 2 feet. Hey, Dave Roberts wins Manager of the Day. Makes a change in the lineup. It pays off. Betts singles, Ohtani homers.
And a base hit up the middle from Mookie Betts. First time he has led off for the Dodgers since June of last year. Broke a bone in his hand, and when he came back from the injured list, Shohei Ohtani had taken a stranglehold on the leadoff spot. Here's support for Ohtani. It's a good-looking swing and vintage Mookie Betts.
Yeah, sinker that probably wasn't even going to be a strike. Down and away.
Struck out on a breaking ball in the first inning. Quintana fell behind Pages. He ended up doubling into the left field corner, scored on a sac fly. Ohtani to left. That's hit a ton and gone. Shohei Ohtani, number 34. And that got out in a hurry.
Now that Dodger bullpen has seen some action with home runs in this series. Falls behind again, like you mentioned, 2-0, and it's a sinker right down the middle. I mean, that sent echoes through this entire stadium, followed by cheers.
It just sounds different coming off his bat. That's his third home run this year against the Brewers, his second in as many days. That set the table, and Ohtani cleared it.
Well, anything that hasn't gone his way for Quintana is because he's fallen behind. Fell behind on Pages, fall behind on rushing on the scorched ball to right for the sac fly. Betts behind 2-0, Ohtani behind 2-0.
First time we've seen Dave Roberts smile against the Brewers in 6 games.
So he gets on with a 2-out base hit for Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani, like Betts, struck out in the first inning. Back up again in the third. The Dodgers leading 1-0. First pitch from Quintana misses low and inside, ball 1.
They're going to have to be careful. They keep pitching Ohtani in. You miss out over, you put on the inside corner, he will take you deep.
Mookie with a conservative lead. Quintana's 1-0. That's slow toward the dirt, ball 2.
And you know, we talk about great hitters. Obviously, Ohtani's one of the best. And what makes him a great hitter is you scare the pitcher. So now they fall behind 1-0, 2-0. They're going to have to throw a strike eventually. And that's what makes Shohei Ohtani such a great player, is that plate discipline.
2 balls, no strikes. Quintana out of the stretch. And Ohtani laces it to left field, pushes Collins back toward the wall. It is gone! An opposite field laser beam from Shohei Ohtani, who has gone deep in back-to-back games. A 2-run opposite field home run for Shohei. number 34 on the season. And now the Dodgers lead 3-0.
I mean, that's really set up from the first two pitches, right? He knows it's 2-0 count. It's got to come to me right here. But you got to give credit to Ohtani for doing it, right? Taking that ball the other way. They're set up. Not a terrible pitch for 2-0, but Ohtani's got the ability to hit the ball out of any ballpark, anytime, anytime he wants to.
I mean, that just got over the wall in the gate of the Dodger bullpen. It was hit plenty hard enough. You just didn't know if it had the elevation. Shohei's now got 4 home runs his last 8 games.
1-0 LA, 2 out, and Betts leads. First pitch, Ohtani takes one just a bit inside. That was close on a sinker. He's hit a couple of homers in these 2 series against the Brewers, says Shohei. One off of Freddie Peralta yesterday. He takes low, it's 2-0. Another sinker that was down at the ankles. Shohei's done his part. But the Brewers an opportunity to go 6-0 against the defending champions in the span of just 2 weeks. Betts has a healthy lead. 2-0 coming. Line deep to left. Way back. Collins is going to watch it fly up out of here. Shohei strikes again. He's hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 3rd in back-to-back games. And he just hit his National League leading 34th of the year. Dodgers strike for 3. It's 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. The line smash to the opposite field by the great Ohtani. He's the biggest game changer that we have in our sport. Maybe he and Aaron Judge. Those would be the 2 at the top of the list. Just what a weapon to have. Chris Hook's going to come out and visit Jose Quintana. The inning, the contact has gotten loud. Started with a double by Paez. He had a hard sac fly by Rushing. Mookie Betts singled, and then Ohtani homered. And now Chris Hook back to the dugout lane.
The thing about Ohtani that a lot of the great hitters, past and present in our game, have is that he can strike out on 3 pitches and look a little bit lost in his first at bat.
Clayton, can you talk about just, we saw the emotions out there when you came out of the game, just the challenges of navigating through a lineup when you aren't getting the quality defense that you're used to behind you as well?
Oh, no, I was just frustrated myself. Yeah, we scored 3 runs and I gave up a walk, and it's just frustrating.
What kind of led to that for you? I know you were relying on the splitter a lot. Was that game planning, kind of what was working for you or what wasn't working for you?
I thought I pitched okay. Just made some mistakes, and I was just frustrated. It happens. We're not playing well as a team, and I wanted to help win the game today and didn't do enough to do it, so I was frustrated.
Do you feel like mixing in the splitter or something like that, the quick pitch was like just byproduct of facing second straight start, or what was sort of went behind that?
I don't know. I threw it at what I thought I needed to do. I didn't really. I don't know.
How frustrating is the stretch, obviously, just considering, especially having something like Freddie getting hurt at the end of it, like that, just having a sour note to start after the All-Star break.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm frustrated. We're all frustrated. Yeah, I don't know how else to say. We need to win a game. No excuses. Just play better. We need to play better tomorrow. I don't have much to say. I'm going to get myself in trouble. So let's just call it. Thanks. All right.
And then Shohei Ohtani. This guy has done an incredible job being a leadoff hitter, but also driving in runs. Now with Mookie on base, Mookie Betts on base, he has an opportunity to do so. 2-0 fastball, outer 3rd, rocket the other way. Normally, this is a line drive off the wall, but not with Shohei Ohtani's power. Great job of staying behind the baseball, looking the head down on contact. Great top hand to finish the swing. Once again, great job, the duo of Mookie and obviously Shohei Ohtani, 2-run bomb.
Yeah, the move worked. It obviously didn't get the results of the win, but there definitely was some offense from it. Shohei Ohtani will look to extend his scoreless appearance streak to 5 games tomorrow versus Twins. Dontrell, what are you looking forward to see from Big Show?
Man, more of the same. High velocity at the top of the zone. You're seeing anywhere from 97 to 100 miles an hour. The reason why is he's fine-tuned and really in his command of his mechanics. I think his mechanics have been absolutely outstanding, but that's when you know he's locked in. When that whooper-duper starts to drop out of that zone, that is a very difficult cover for the Twins hitters or anybody in baseball. But I think he's building himself up. And to me, right there, with that little arm swing and leg kick, that's someone that's in tune with his mechanics, and he's staying behind the baseball. So more of the same. I'm excited to see that. I'll be at the game tomorrow, and so as long as he stays healthy, I think the progression is going to build up to where he can throw 5-6 innings, and it'll be right, perfectly timed for the postseason.
また、この日話題となったのは、先発のカーショーが味方のミスをきっかけに降板し、怒りをあらわにした場面です。その際に見せた大谷翔平の行動が注目を集めました。味方のミスでピンチが広がった場面で、カーショーは降板を告げられます。失策となったこのプレーに対し、カーショーはグラブで口元を覆って何かを叫び、その後ベンチでグラブを叩きつけるなど怒りを抑えきれない様子を見せました。その後はベンチで一人静かに座り込んでいました。そんな中、大谷がそっとカーショーの隣に腰を下ろしました。わずかに間を空けて座ったその姿は、ベンチの後方にポツンといたカーショーの横に寄り添うようにも見えました。SNS 上では、怒ってたカーショーの隣にそっと座る大谷さんがいた。何も言わずにいたわってる感じが良い。など、大谷のさりげない気遣いを称賛する声が多く寄せられていました。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。この動画を気に入っていただけた方は、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。明日以降も、大谷翔平選手に関する最新情報をお届けしてまいりますので、お見逃しなく。